Hello from sunny and really hot Madrid. I'm sorry about the sound because I have the fan like just at me because it's so hot right now. So, week number 3, I did some how do you talk like when when I was reading, I just took some notes because I thought it's in this chapter we are entering the territory when I can take notes because I found the things that she says in the book really interesting and like worthy of remembering, worthy of really not that the other two weren't, but this especially, So the one that I put here free notes. It's in Spanish. I will try to translate it in English like live. I learned as a general rule to not ask myself if I can do something. What I say is that I will do it. Then just put the bolt on, and because uh, extraordinary things will follow. And I thought, yeah, she's right. I want to put it down. And the other phrase is the universe collab with the plans that really matter, and the plans that are playful and not expensive but expansive. They are expand themselves, and I really love that. That's really cool, and I really, how do you say it, I hope that that's the way, because I do have a lot of projects that are really just now, not in the beginning, in the middle, and I starting to have doubts about the possibility of them like getting down because mm, I ask myself, is this really necessary? Because I'm doing this just because I want to. I don't know. So yeah, the other one is art bring stuff to life. It um, illuminates us and it bring the light to the darkness that is in us. And I thought, yes, I also want to bring light to the darkness that I can find in myself, that I found in myself, and I want to bring it, like, because even though it feels dangerous and it feels exposed, I also think that a lot of people can relate because we are all human, right? So yeah. And then I get a list of all the things that I needed to do in week 3. I did, I think, almost all of my pages. I would say yes. Damn. But then I had a week that I had what should have been week 4. I was on vacation, yeah, with my beautiful girlfriend, and my priorities just shifted. I wrote some days or maybe like some lines, but I didn't follow through with the program. So I thought, okay, let's just stop it for a moment, let's reflect on it, let's not move on, and then we can do week 4. And I'm right now at the beginning of week 4. So yeah, what are the things that I learned? mm, I would say that I'm much more, even though that I stopped this routine, I want to do the pages. I was a little bit frustrated because I couldn't do my pages, and I told my lover that she's like, I need to do this, and I cannot do this if we are in vacation because I want to sleep, I want to be with you. Honestly, I could have, right? But I just wanted to be with her, so I was like, oh, cuddle up. But yeah, I will not let this happen again. So that's it. Mm, were there any revelations this week? It's third and fourth week. First of all, we went, and I know that the artist dates you need to go by yourself, but for my birthday, it was my birthday. My girlfriend, she took me to a festival to see two of my most favorite singers, Jennie from Blackpink and Florence from Florence and the Machine. I was never at a concert. I was never I never experienced this like meeting your idol almost. And you know, I love Jennie. I enjoyed a lot the concert. She's a performer. Uh, she's great. Like what the heck? But with Florence, when I saw her that day, and like remembering that moment just brings like tears on my eyes because I feel emotional right now because I remember what it was like seeing her. And wow, that was something else, singing all of her songs. My girlfriend said, and also we just get like almost to the front row. We were like second thirds behind, like she was literally there. And my girlfriend said, I only could hear you like singing because you were singing with such a voice. I don't sing. I can't sing. I can use the voice because I'm an actress, but I'm not a singer, and I don't want to be one. But yeah, and I said to her like, I feel like there's some chakra that was like open when I saw her, and when I was like, this is an opportunity for me to sing along, you know. And it felt powerful. It felt really emotional seeing her. She was so happy, so in the moment, so like there, and at the same time she was really simple because like you know when I compare, and I know that you cannot compare these two, but just comparing the stages, comparing the light work, uh, the performance, they are both so different. While Jennie is all charisma, all beauty because she was so beautiful. The looks, the dance, she was pretty, not like pretty, but like, you know, she's iconic, right? And I was seeing the work that the cameramans, I don't know who did it. It was complex. It was like interesting, like an edit after edit, really well done. I was so impressed. If I can, I will like show here. I don't know if I could, but yeah. You know what I will do, and I will show you here because it was quite the thing, you know. And yeah, the work was really great. Her demeanor was so sweet. She, I think, was the one who talked the most in Spanish, and that was, I don't know, I'm a Spanish girly. I loved to hear that, you know. So yeah, as you can see, I will not put the music on because I don't want to be copyrighted. Not that I'm someone, but you know, it was like this. There was a lot of work, and I love that. Like, it's so impressive and really well done. She has a really great, like, you can see this, and now she will get like a fairy, you know. And I love to see that. I think it was really great. I was inspired. I am so inspired. You know what? I do have one thing that I really get, because one of the exercise was, what do you like versus what do you, going to the point. I do admire beauty, and for the longest time in my life I was fighting with my own beauty, with my own admiring of beauty, because familiar things. And from Russia, my mother is Russian. She always insisted on beauty as power, like as you know. And I always fought with that because I grew up in Spain. And when I grew up, it was like, no, be different. You need to be different. Like, a little bit pygmisha, but yeah. And I really fought with my own beauty. Not that I know that I'm conventionally attractive, but I like, I don't know, man. I was fighting with myself so hard, you know. I always said, and this was like quite recently, that I wanted to cultivate my spirit, my mind, because I want to be something more than a pretty face. And like, you are a pretty face, and it's not bad, you know. Of course, you need to do more, but I always said, because when I get old, I don't. You can be beautiful when you're old. What's like, if I enjoy seeing beautiful women, and it's not because I'm bisexual, or everyone enjoys seeing beautiful women, because they are beautiful, honestly. And it's like, you like to see it. It's like a work of art, and that's great. And why cannot I enjoy my own beauty? That's what I ask myself. Why cannot I just enjoy it? What what does it matter, that I'm sorry, I'm rambling so much, but yeah. So I ask myself, and as always, there's a lot of things. Like, as a girl, you always said, like, they always said, for one like side, they tell you, you need to be beautiful, you need to be whatever is it, like, get advanced with your beauty or something like that. And on the other hand, you need to be humble. You're beautiful, so you must be think that you are better than all of them, or whatever. And like, these two parts, they are so heavy, so yeah, I was thinking a lot about it. And this week I am going to work in a vintage shop, because the owner is a dear friend of mine, and I will work there for vacation. And I said to myself, I worked there before, and I always went like super simple, super like work thing. And I said, no, this is an opportunity. I'm gonna be trying to be my most professional but beautiful self for this time, because this is fun. I love working there. I love seeing my friend. I love being surrounded by beautiful clothes, and I want to be beautiful. So yeah, that's one of the biggest revelation. Anyway, I'm sorry for going tangent, but the other thing, so that's what I noticed from Jenny. And the other thing that I noticed, but with Florence, is that all her like camera work that were around, and I want to see, like, I want to show you this, because she, amazing. All her work, it was really simple. Like, it was just a camera pointing at her, and that's it. And look how beautiful she is. I'm so inspired, and I'm so happy I could go and see her. Honestly, my girlfriend was the biggest, greatest companion for this, because I would not go alone. No, I hate crowds, but this was so much fun, and we had such a great time. So yeah. And what I was telling, she was simple. It was just the camera, because before Jenny, because it was Jenny, then Florence, but before Jenny was Lorde, and before Lorde was Rene. I don't remember the surname, but they all have different like camera works. I loved the simplicity of Florence. I love that she also, L'Oreal was really like natural. I think she didn't work very any makeup. Renee was the same, like hair, that's it. And so is Florence. She is like, wait, I'll stick with this. Her hair wasn't done. She wasn't wearing any makeup that I could see. Maybe she did. She wore one of her dresses that she just like, that we know that she wore, like wears in concert. Well, Jenny had, I think, three outfit changes, and yeah, she had dancers. She had five magnific dances, and that's it. But because she was so focused on her work, that was the vocals, the singing, the chanting, like she just doesn't need anything else, because that's enough. That's really enough. And I think that they are a great example of two performers, two artists. On one hand, you can be an amazing performer of your craft. Like you can focus on it 100%. The rest of it, it's great. Not that it's not like there is work there, but of course, her vocals is what most of the work is. Where most of the work is. And on the other hand, you have a person like Jenny. Of course, she is younger. She doesn't have the same vocals. She writes great songs, but I don't think about her as a singer. I think about her as a performer. But what does she? Like she sings, she dances, she has this incredible charisma. Florence, of course, too, but she plays more with this, and she has her like persona, and it's beautiful to look at. Not just beautiful in the sense of physics, but I enjoy it. Like all her performance, the same. Maybe not the same, but because I love Florence like with all my heart. I was listening to her like since I've been like, I don't know, more than 10 years. But I enjoy them anyways. And yeah, I guess that's what I saw. I'm sorry I took a lot about this concert, but I think I will be still talking about it. So I will see you next week. We hope. I hope.